Hey guys, it's Kurt and Kareem, and
You are tuned in to the Couch Chronicles.
whoa, we got it right this time.
He loves
Yeah,
it. We take
I
a lot
know.
of takes. Off camera, we take a lot of
Yeah.
takes to try and get this right. And
It was Jim Crouch,
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
which I hate. But Kareem was so upset I said that.
I am. I'm
Yeah.
still, it hurts my soul
I
so
can tell
much.
you're already upset.
But you guys are tuned in. Today's episode is about,
Anti-vaxxers.
and when we say anti-vaxxers, we are talking about the, would you call it the craze? Is that the right word?
It's not a craze of people who think that.
Well, when I say craze, I'm talking about the topic of conversation.
Okay.
And on one side, people believe,
That if you don't vaccinate your kids, then nothing's going to happen to them. And that if you vaccinate them, it's going to cause a bunch of diseases and a bunch of problems and autism.
now before we get into today's topic of conversation, I do want to say that neither of us are medical professionals.
Yes,
We are strictly giving you our own personal beliefs.
yes.
And
Opinions.
we are not professionals in the field,
Nope.
and we're not here to sway your decision as parents. We are simply here to give you our viewpoints and what our thoughts are. When it comes to vaccinating your children, please, please, please do as much research as possible. Speak to medical professionals, talk to your family doctor, make an educated decision. Is that a good?
That is true, yes.
That's a good
but
of waiver of
yes,
responsibility.
yes, it is.
Okay.
But the science is so intense right now that vaccinations cause no problems. But if you don't vaccinate your kids, as we can see, measles has come back. In my day, we had something called a vaccination card. Again, I'm from Trinidad,
Right.
and when you went to school, you had to get all your vaccinations. Chickenpox, measles, and something else that they had.
So for me, the way that it worked in elementary school,
Mhm.
being born in Toronto, at different intervals, so I believe from grade 1 to 6, they used to have different periods, I don't know if it was annually or every couple years, I guess whoever, whether they were doctors or nurses or somebody or something, they would come in and class by class, you would go in and you would get the vaccination, and then they would just add the records to your school records.
Same thing, yeah.
And the same thing happened in grade 7 and
Yeah.
then high school and blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
here, it wasn't that you had to go out and get them.
No.
It was done within the public school system.
Yeah, I think we had the same thing also. Well, back because we had the colonial system back in our day,
Right.
right? So they would come into the school and they would inject you with a long needle, and they would write something on one of these vaccination cards.
You're right.
And I think sometimes we went to get it from the doctors, but I think most of the times they came into schools.
Yes, and if you were sick the day or the day of, then
Yeah.
I think they had one wheel where they'd come and they'd do another for the kids who might have missed class, or you had to go to your family doctor
Right.
and then show the school proof that you had been vaccinated for the particular vaccination. Now, within my lifetime, was it measles that you were discussing?
Yeah, because measles has made a huge comeback because
Yes.
of
So measles, especially living in Canada, were eradicated.
Yes.
There were no cases of measles. Now with this new generation, what do they call themselves?
anti-vaxxers.
No, not millennials. What's the generation after them?
Z or Z or X.
Sorry, allergy season strikes again. No, anyways, with this generation
Yeah.
now, measles have come back.
Yep.
Now, I myself do not know much about the science behind, but I do know that one of the arguments made for people against vaccinating their children is that it is just a pharmaceutical ploy to make money, and it's not really making you immune to anything.
Yeah, that is just, again, from all the research I've done reading and the stuff, and again, I'm not a doctor.
No, but what are you reading to get this information?
What he's saying is that there's no basis for this. There's no basis that what he's saying that is going to cause different problems. Nothing like that. They have tested this many times. The highest level of medical professions have tested this. There's a girl right now in Montreal
Okay,
who's saying if you get a vaccine,
right.
there's things living inside you as long as you that will kill you. I'm like, she is a alleged naturopath.
Okay.
She got her degree online.
All right. So,
Okay.
which strikes up, because that's a good segue into my next point. Right now with Agent Orange, there's a huge belief that, not all news is real news. There's a lot of fake news out there. And that's obviously come to fruition with the invention of the internet. The question I have for you is then, are you sure that what you're reading is reputable?
Well, it's again from all the medical professions that we deal with, like people who are real with medical degrees. They have, again, this autism thing came up, I think back in the late 2000s, where they said that getting vaccinated will cause autism. That has never been proven. Nothing.
But has it been disproven?
Yes, it has.
Okay.
It has. The doctors have done this. They have said this many, many times that there is no correlation between a vaccination and autism. Now, if that was the case, Kareem, think about it this way, right? From an old school player.
Sure.
Word.
Oh my goodness.
Who says that? Word. I usually say that.
Hashtag dad jokes.
If that was the case, in the islands, should there be a ton of autistic children?
Hypothetically, I guess you're
Yes,
absolutely correct. Yeah.
because we had to be vaccinated, and I think back in my parents' time, they had a big scar on their hands. We never got that
Okay.
from vaccination.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, whoa, what's that? And my mother had like a scar here, and then I'm sure the older generation who are listening, or kids of older generation, you can ask your parents about that. But then I realized that there was no effect on us as children.
You are from the baby boomer generation.
Yes. And my parents who had the same thing also with the vaccination, nothing. When we came to Canada, I'll give you a story about measles.
Sure.
When I was working in Trinidad, the measles came to the office just before we left.
Yeah, the person, measles.
I was like, hey, what's up, measles?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, get the garbage out of here. Who says that?
Oh no.
Measles, every person in the office got measles, and I didn't get it. I'm like, yes, all right, my immune system is higher, blah, blah, blah. I passed it to my mother. She got it.
Wow.
Came to Canada. Nicholas, my son, he had one or two of these spots. I'm thinking, we got measles in Trinidad. No, sorry about that. Chicken pox. Sorry about that. Chicken pox, sorry about that. Not measles, chicken pox.
Okay.
So chicken pox came to the office. What's a pox? And it went through the whole office screen.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get it. I'm like, whoa, all right. My mother got it. Terribly. From me, right?
Okay.
I didn't get it. Came to Canada. Nicholas, of course, going to school. He got it. I'm like, yeah, we were immunized in Trinidad. I got it, Kareem.
Wow.
Bad. My wife got it also. And then you have to use, what's that? Amino powder. Is that amino?
The hundreds of dollars of stuff.
Yeah, bunch of stuff. Sorry.
And I put rubber gloves on.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, whoa, what happened there?
Did you tell me?
How did I get this? I thought I was immune to it.
Right.
Yeah. So which means you should be vaccinated. But I don't think we were vaccinated for chicken pox. I don't know.
Okay, so what you're saying is, the story that you're telling me is advocating for getting vaccinated. It doesn't you're not saying that you were necessarily vaccinated for chickenpox.
Yes.
What you're saying is the fact that you didn't or potentially didn't get vaccinated for chickenpox is likely the reason you got the chickenpox.
Yes. And with measles, go to one of these diseases that we probably eradicated. It gives you meningitis. For kids, it affects your brain. It affects everything. What this girl is saying is that because babies are too young, the girl in Montreal who made this stupid statement of vaccination is terrible,
Sure.
is that babies don't have an immune system. The doctors, again, professionals are saying babies have they have an immune system also.
Right.
It
Are
is
you born with an
developing.
immune system? Yeah.
Yeah, it is developing. So by her making all these radical statements out there that vaccination is bad and we shouldn't get it, why is measles coming back?
So let me ask you this then. Do you think then that potentially, maybe, instead of this conversation, it's not necessarily about vaccination, but when you should be vaccinated? Because potentially, maybe, you shouldn't be vaccinated for these things during infancy. Maybe you should be vaccinated during elementary school. Because by elementary school, you're what, 4, 5, 6 years old?
I think, well, I can't say what age because, again, we're not professionals, right?
Right, correct.
But you should be vaccinated because there's no science that shows that getting a vaccination going to cause all these alleged autism and diseases that we're getting or nervous breakdown, and there's nothing like that.
Right.
So, again, anti-vaxxers are putting out the terrible information, and again, because of the internets, because of that, there's a group of people who can propagate their terrible science, and because, Karim, I can find facts to back up anything.
Right. It's the internet. We
Yeah,
live in the
yeah.
digital age.
Yeah.
Because so many people spew different things across the internet, it really isn't impossible to find something that will advocate for what you, even if it's right or wrong, whatever your belief system, then you will likely find something on the internet to advocate for
Yes.
it.
So by people looking at the internet thinking, maybe that is true. You're not doing you're doing a disservice to your kids then.
Right.
Because you have to be, again, I came from the islands, we were vaccinated. There are thousands of, maybe millions of kids who were vaccinated there. Nothing ever happened to them.
Now, what about the whole belief that, it's not your choice to vaccinate your children. You should leave it up to your children to decide whether later on they want to get vaccinated.
That's a terrible idea. That's so stupid. This is a child. What choice does the child have? Again, a parent looks after the child, right?
Right.
For the better of the child. Now, again, we have parents who think that they know more than doctors. Look, okay, there are certain religions who will, child will get sick. No, we don't go to the doctor. God will heal the child. Yes.
Oh gosh!
Yes. And that is a terrible thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe in God,
right,
and you think that that's going to work well, no.
And we're not here to
offend
anybody. Your religious belief is your religious belief.
Yes.
But these beliefs do exist.
Yes.
And we are here to discuss various ways of thinking and how people think.
A child is a child.
Right.
A parent is there to protect a child.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Because we are running short for time.
Yes.
What is your advice as a parent? Because I can't talk because I'm not a parent. What is your advice to a parent when they are unsure or questioning or looking at vaccinating their children?
Go to your family doctor, do some research on proper websites, like those that are government regulated, or websites that has a medical professional who's handling the websites, and find out about these things. Call the schools, call your MP, find out from other people who are in authority who you think have some knowledge about this. Don't go to the internet and figure this out because, as you just said, Kareem, the internet gives you a bunch of different information that really may not make any sense. So the best thing is to get professional help or seek professional advice.
Fair enough. With that being said, we do have to wrap up today's episode. Hope that you guys hit that like button. We love your comments. We would love to hear what your thoughts and opinions are about this topic, whether they be good or bad. Everybody's entitled to an opinion, and we would love to hear yours. Just remember to keep it respectful. Otherwise, see you guys next time.
Okay, guys?
That's your outro? What am I supposed to say here? He points to me like I'm supposed to say something.
Who does that? All the guys.
Hashtag dad jokes. See you guys later.
All right, guys.